Alright, welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This is round 2 of the Slitherine tournament, The Hills Have Eyes. Did very well in the first round, so I matched up against another player who did very well, Cheon, and he, in our most recent Digital League battle, had Vikings and he had Byzantines and just wasted me. So let's try to avoid a repeat of that performance. In this mirrored match, we have Armenian under Tigranes and Pontic allies versus Cheon's Romans, late Republican. Okay, so what do we got for the late Republican Romans? Solid light infantry options. Raw legionaries for mediums, irregulars, whatever. Scutari, Thurios, Thracians, pretty standard stuff. Mediocre legionaries are 54 points. Roman legionaries, so by this point, the Roman legionaries are kind of equivalent to veteran Hastati and Principes. Whereas the veteran Roman legionaries are even better. They're elite quality, but they're also 96 points. Decent light horse options. Not the greatest cavalry, it's all light spear, no lancers, but at least they're numerous. 5 units, not bad. And elephants if you want them. So how do we counter that? Well, we've got even more Lightfoot if we want them, and Masked Archers, again, if we want them, which I don't think we do, to be honest. Irregular Foot, gross. Thuriophoroi, Thracians, Folksmen. Probably need to grab some of these Imitation Legionaries, even though I don't really want to. Pike Phalanx can stand up to the Roman infantry if it doesn't disrupt. Light Horse, kind of spendy horse archers. I prefer light javelin horse personally. Don't ever field side chariots, they're terrible. Cataphracts, lancers, cavalry. Okay, what about the terrain? The terrain's actually somewhat helpful. Lots of rough in the middle here. Or if I want, I can camp these hills. What I suspect I want to do is defend myself on this hill and push into this broken ground, where at least his legionaries will be hampered. Maybe not, though. He does have the Spanish Scutari, and we don't have anything like that. Well, let's consider. I definitely want light javelin horse, because I always want light javelin horse. And we'll take the pike phalanx. So we have something solid that can fight legionaries. Okay. Otherwise, I think I will want medium infantry. Thuriophoroi, Thracians, Folksmen. There we are. And although I don't usually do this, I am strongly considering getting a bunch of cataphracts. They're not maneuverable, they're slow, they're expensive, they're not that great at charging infantry, but they can zone of control lock more heavily armed units, and fighting cavalry is really no problem for them. I will want to make sure to be supported by sufficient light set. They don't get shot up, however. Unfortunately, we have to use a somewhat spendy light archers. Let's grab a little bit more. Armored noble lancers and archers. Okay, is this too heavy on the lights? Let's consider. You can get up to 7 units of Lightfoot. 4 of mounted archers, or light horse. I'm only getting 2 more units in his max of light foot, so I think that's actually okay. I would like to outnumber him in light so that I can shoot up the elephants and fend off the cavalry. So we'll start out defensively deployed, but we won't necessarily have to stay that way. We'll attach my infantry here to this command so that we can general up the pike phalanx. Good. Good. And then let's see what we have got. Fair number of lights, a solid infantry line. Not much cavalry that I can see yet. Not that that necessarily means anything. No, thank you. We'll hold back on that wing. Inch forward in the center. Elephants are going to be a problem. We have to find a way to either disrupt them, fight them in rough ground, or at least prevent them from charging our cataphracts. Okay. Let's see what he does. I mean, we can certainly come down to fight. I just don't want to rush all the way across to his nice ground either. Next turn. Pretty straightforward advance. I think I'm happy to let that happen for now, at least. Pretty short, stubby line. So I'll probably come down from my hill, which I don't expect him to assault anyway. And push our cataphracts into open terrain, hopefully. Alright. Next turn. Oh, excellent. They've come down. Now, if these irregular foot move forward just a couple more spaces, I can push my cataphract forward to confront them. Right now, they could simply fall back onto the difficult slope and I couldn't catch them. Let's keep trying to get around with the light cavalry and push forward with the lights. Okay, I think in one turn we can come down off our hill. We'll push towards this open ground though. Next turn. Alright, I guess we can commence skirmishing. I am even willing to lose a unit to a potential charge of infantry. So we can try to cover with our cataphracts. These elephants are heading straight for our cataphracts, of course, so we might need to do some dancing to keep out of range. Next turn. We hold. Good. That's superior quality. Alright. Chase off these javelin men. I wish they had not charged in, but simply stood facing them, but that's alright. Chase these off as well. Ah, this damn zone of control. Okay. Now the elephants remain out of charge range of my cataphracts, and that's the important thing here. I could try to intervene with the Thurios, but I think I will save them for these other advancing troops. How is that? Impact is bad. Melee is goodish, but it's not wonderful. Advance here. And maybe let's start working on those odds. Good. Threaten the flank. Fuse the line. And start harassing them again. Good. And why not harass these Thracians as they are only protected. Keep our cataphracts ready to move in either direction. There we go. And turn the pikemen and push them this way. Right. Or let's try that instead. A little bit more aggressive. Next turn. You held impact. And we couldn't avoid... Could not avoid them. It's a shame. Might need to do some fallback shenanigans, which is a huge waste of points. Oh no, they got past. What a shame. If they had stayed in the open, we could have ridden them down. Let's see. Push them. Damn. Well, if he tries to sit in the rough with this unit, we'll just shoot him up. Let's block their movement, threaten their rear. It's to be expected. Okay. How's this melee? In our favor by a little bit. Held firm, but they took casualties that did help a little. Okay, now we are disordered. So, for one thing, let's engage the Thurios. And unfortunately, we need to fall back. Good. And then I'm going to move these archers here, not because they'll take a second cohesion check, but if they charge the archers, then they'll pursue these archers instead of being able to simply charge our cataphracts. However, this does mean our infantry are going to have to fight unsupported for a time. I guess we have to see. Oh good. Their general depths, they stood their ground. That's okay with me. I think. They might set up a flank if we're unlucky. Okay. In the meantime... Question is, who has more points wasted sitting here? I think it's fairly even, honestly. I do wish I had one more unit of infantry here, but I don't. Next turn. It worked! Now if we're very lucky we can frag them, and break them would be even better, of course. That was not so lucky. Hold. Yes, good. Alright, he did not go for the flank. Glad of it. I hesitate to charge here because we could pursuit charge into the legionaries and then we'll be open to a flank. Don't like just sitting here either. Lock them back in. Okay, now for the crucial moment. Do it. Good. Fortunately, didn't help us all that much. We only disrupted this one unit in the back. It's not looking too good. I'm up 7, but I don't see myself making great momentum anywhere. Next turn. That's a shame. That is also a shame. We had that fight in our favor. Even better. Negative. Okay. Let's just lock them in for the moment and threaten to flank the legions next turn. Now for the bad things. I'm really annoyed with this. We were up 50 and still lost and dropped cohesion with a superior unit. Alright, and so we've managed to lose our lead in just one turn. Next turn. Disordered, so we're effectively disrupted against these legionaries. I'm surprised we even held for one turn. Bounced him again. He's trying to get involved against the phalanx before his legion breaks. Well, let's stop this cavalry unit from intervening, for one thing. Then get the flank attack off. Superior units and generaled up, so it's not surprising that they held out. Just need to work on an auto break with these guys, unfortunately. It's a complete waste of time. There we go. Do we charge? Yes, I believe we do. This locks us in, but hopefully it doesn't matter. Good. Now we've no choice but to hit this unit. At least we'll get them out of the way, but it puts our phalanx in peril. Don't think we're going to get a chance to break that unit before this whole wing collapses. Looks like we'll hold for one more turn at least. Oh no. They might flee into our phalanx. Guess we just have to hope to get lucky. Always a good plan. Next turn. They break, and then which way? Good. If we're very lucky, they'll run the no. Now that they rallied up, we're getting boxed in. Ooh, lucked out. See if it matters. We need to break this unit this turn to protect them from a charge. It's not looking likely. Held firm again, which unfortunately means that we're going to take a rear charge and possibly lose our phalanx. It's too bad. Yeah, we have no way to prevent that. Ah, what a shame. So close to breaking that unit. Okay, well. No dice. Oh, good. Also good. Alright, we'll still get hit in the flank, but if we don't disrupt, we might end up being okay. Any checks? Good. What about a double drop? Alright, that'd be too much to ask for. Fair enough. That is helpful though, especially considering that we might disrupt when our own Falksmen break. Here. Nope. Not till next turn. He'll make sure to resolve that melee first though. No doubt about it. We're up 8, but it's looking grim due to potentially losing this phalanx, maybe even this one. But if we can cause a full-on breakthrough here, we might have a chance. Next turn. Alright, will our phalanx double drop and break? No, it does not. Okay. Hack him down. Good. We held impact. We might be able to cause some kind of implosion here then. Well, goodbye to our archers. They'll need to withdraw up the hill. Until their buddies can arrive and help slow things down. Held firm. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Do they break? Break them now. Good. Then let's give them a shove, get them out of the way. Either these close to auto break? Yes, you are not far off of auto break. It will be 116 men to auto break. If I charge them, can they evade? I don't think they can actually. Up the hill. Too bad, too bad. Alright. Ah, we lost those cataphracts. Too bad. Good. Get this phalanx out of there. Hopefully rally up soon. Do we hold here? We do. So next turn we set up the flank. One of these javelin men is fairly close to a break. We'll work on them. Alright, next up, break through with the cataphracts, please. No. How about here? No. How about here? I'm gonna be pissed if this collapse causes negative checks after that. What do we got? Good. There's fair then. Join the light battle over here. That's it. We really need this collapse to get going. Because now our phalanx is going to get flanked by the Scutari. Hopefully it'll not break right away so we can get the automatic drop of the legionaries, but we really needed things to happen more quickly here than they ended up happening. So this flank is going to be a huge problem next turn. Cheon says I'm looking good in this one. I don't know, am I? Guess we'll see how this flank attack goes. Well, that's not helpful. Wish we'd stood our ground, to be honest. Impact is bad. Alright, now what happens here is key. See, I don't see how I'm looking good if we lost that pike phalanx. Ah, that is helpful, I'll admit. So, any rallies? Good. They're fairly close to auto break. If I go here, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Okay, how can we do this? I guess we should see how bad this is first. Not bad. We can get into charge range. Then what? Let's get our cataphracts. So confusing. Turn you around. Get our cataphracts over here. Held firm. Nope. Where will you go? You can push them, I suppose. Good. Frag them. Break. Firm. Good. The phalanx will move towards the infantry action. You lot. Guess that's what we're gonna do. Come on. I took an auto break, but it worked out. Even better. And start rushing these men to fight those light javelins. Very messy. We are up. How can we hope to win this? Break that unit. Hopefully hold out long enough to break that unit. Break these light archers. So then we'll need to find a way to hopefully break that unit as well. Problem is going to be these irregular foot will engage me from the front, and the Scutari will turn around and get ready to flank. So we will lose this unit of Thuriofroi. But there is hope. Getting a smiley face. Is that smiling for me or smiling for him? I guess it could be smiling for both of us. Yep, and they turn around. Good, 57. Close. Excellent. 59. Oh, are we gonna win it with that? That'd be a pretty ridiculous way to go. What is this anyway? Swordsman, armor advantage, quality general. I see. armor advantage then, because we're fully armored versus armored. Interesting. Ouch, we're gonna lose to the irregulars even without the intervention of the Scutari. Right, pikemen towards this combat. Let's get that rear charge in. Armor's really helping them here. Okay. Come on now. Into the capital. No. Fair enough. We won't quite manage to break them. Too bad. Well, unless he gets a rally, this could be a win right now. Okay, looks like we're getting a congrats, well done. So, pulled through. It was close, very close. So, I'm not sure, the cataphracts did good work, but I'm not sure if they're worth 68 points each. I kind of wish I had just had more infantry to wrap around this wing. It did work out for fighting the legionaries, but maybe if I'd even simply had more cheaper cavalry for flank work, that would have been good. It's definitely not as clean of a win as Cheon had against me. He wisely did not expose himself to a horrible death trap here the way I did. So in terms of overall tournament standings, Cheon and I are both completely tied for our total score for the 2 rounds, although he did outscore me for this round overall. And I have taken a precipitous fall from my top spot to, I think I'm going to be at like number 20 or something. And we'll see if I can recover at all in the 3rd round. So, a good game to Cheon. Well done to him. Until next time.